Hey, yeah, we're back. I wanted to just throw another video. I know I'm doing 2 videos a day, but today I want to jump on and make another one because I had a little idea in my mind why I hate so much everybody that I see young guys making awesome incomes and my thoughts on car payments, right? Just a little bit left off the mind, but this is more on a financial note. So I want to start jumping on a little bit on finances because they do play a really important role on decisions we make and decisions that we make 1, 2, 3, 5 years out. And if you ever want to start a business, you need capital, right? A lot of the times, capital is needed most of the time, unless, of course, you're doing some type of internet, online marketing type of thing. But most of the time, you want to start a physical business and you want to run, staff, leasing space, equipment. You need capital, and of course, banks are great. They get you good business loans. I was part of that finance industry. I used to open up a lot of accounts for businesses, and I used to give them credit lines and loans. But the best way to start is your own cash. Cash talks, or as they say, money talks, right? So how do we do that? We have to save, and it's hard to save if you're dishing out your money towards car payments. And I was the one that always wanted my car. Thank God for my dad that didn't let me get my car back when I was 19 and I had my first daughter, 20 years old. And I was tired of my hoopties. I had a lot of hoopties. I had the Honda, the Civic, the Integras. I wanted a nice car, and I remember the first car I wanted was the Audi. I believe the Audi A4, and I think it was like something like $15,000. And I went to the dealership. I got a letter from the dealership saying that I had won a car, apparently, which was bogus. But I went to the dealership, and I'm excited. I'm only like 19 years old. I think I was 20 years old, and I'm walking in there like, oh man, I'm getting a car. So I walk in there. The guy tells me, great, I'm glad you came in. How old are you? I said, I'm 20. Okay, that's awesome. You're a young guy. But personally, this car has already been won. Somebody already came in and claimed it. Of course, this is what they say. The car has been claimed, and now you're here. But I can give you a discount on a used car. So obviously, I'm already there, and I'm already bummed out. But I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'm already here. I already know the car I wanted anyway. So let me go look for it. And he goes, do you have a car in mind? And I state, yes. How do you guys carry the Audi A4? He goes, my God, we have a couple of them. Like, wow, this is my dream come true. So I go, and this story might get a little bit boring, guys. It's just I wanted to share with you guys. And I go to the dealership, and he takes me out to the lot. We walk around, and he showed me this beautiful silver Audi A4. I'm in love with the car as soon as I see it. He says, I can't let you test drive it because I have to run your credit first. And if you're qualifying, I can let you test drive it. I was like, sure. My credit must be great. I have, I don't think I had debt, but I have school loans. So he goes, okay, no problem. Let me just double check. He runs my credit score, and my credit is shot. I think my credit was 500 and something, because of my student loans, and I had I think one account in collections. I forgot what it was, a small credit card or something like that. So I'm like, wow. He tells me, listen, you have no credit. I'm sorry, but your credit is shot. With your student loans, I cannot let you drive this car. But I have an idea. You can get a co-signer, and the co-signer will help you get the car, and you can drive off with it as soon as the co-signer signs away on the loan. I was like, great. And I'm gonna call my dad. He's like, oh sure, you can call your dad and let him know. I call my dad, and he'll definitely co-sign for me. He loves me, Sorry, that was the wrong answer, because yeah, he did not like the phone call. He didn't like the fact that I went to the dealership by myself. He felt like I was going above and beyond my means, which I was. But I felt like, hey man, I'm working, I'm making money, I can afford a car payment. I can pay $300 a month, $400 a month. Why not? It's my car, and I'm making, I forgot how much I was making, but I was making like $17-18 an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. In hindsight, it looks good, but in the long run, I was really shorting myself. I was gonna sign up to give away almost $500 a month for this Audi, and I think that was the cheap part of it, but I think it would have been more money. But it was going to be around $500 ballpark on maybe a $2,000 salary that I was making. That was more than almost half of my income that I was getting clean every month. And it sounded good to me, it looked good to me, but I didn't get approved. My dad didn't approve for it. He didn't want to co-sign, which I thank him for that today. But I had to walk away and was really sad, really depressed. I was like, man, I gotta go. I drive my hoopty. I had a Honda Accord 1993. I gotta go drive my hoopty. Oh man, life sucks, right? That's what I thought at that age, right? So not knowing that because of that, I was able to actually save up, and obviously at the end of the year, I got me a little bit better car. I think it was like a 1998, 1999 Honda Accord. It wasn't that much of an upgrade, but it was better than what I had. But all this small savings that I did in the last couple of years has put me in a position where I'm at now, that I can dive on to invest in certain aspects of business, invest in certain businesses and jump on, be partners on some ventures because of the capital. So now I understand the power of your income. And after reading the book of, there's a Dave Ramsey, if you ever get a chance, check out Dave Ramsey channel. His concept was the book that I ran into, I think like 2 years ago. But before that, I didn't really look at it like that. But he says your income is the most powerful source, your powerful tool. Your income is your tool, that it's your shovel, and depending how big your shovel is how much you're able to pour into other things, right? But if you start digging with that shovel and you start digging in, think about it like in the ground terms, you're digging a hole. The bigger you dig a hole, or the bigger the hole is, the bigger your shovel has to be. So the more in depth you get and the more mess you have for yourself, you have to get a bigger shovel. In the sense, if your income is a shovel, you have to get more income. You have to get a bigger job, maybe 2 jobs, which I was doing 2 jobs because of my school loans. And a lot of things is that us millennials, we don't realize, but the school loans I was paying the school loans. If I would have the car payment, that would have been another car payment. That would have been another payment. So I would have had 2 loan payments, my school loans and my car payment. And I didn't see it that way though. I saw like I was working, I deserve it. I should be making this money. I'm making this money. I should be able to do that. And I thank God so much every day that I didn't jump into that, because I was able to pay off my student loans with the extra money and start saving for my business ventures, my home, invest into my kids and invest in my books and stuff that I wanted to learn, and invest in myself, which Warren Buffett says the most important investment is yourself. And we're not talking about school. School is a whole different ballgame. I'm talking about yourself, learning for yourself, learning life applicable skills, learning how to talk, learning how to, nowadays you want to learn how to use the internet, use cameras, how to, equipment, how to buy equipment, what equipment you should be using. Like all these stuffs are great, abilities how to learn. Books on self-development, books on the mind, books on business, books on marketing, sales, all these things you're going to need in business, right? And that's all investing in yourself. So before you think about the car payment, please, all millennials, young guys, please, and young ladies, the car payment is going to seem feasible to you, but if you do that for 10 years, $500 a month, that's almost $6,000 a year. That's $60,000 you threw away in 5 years. So it's 5 times 10. In 10 years, you threw away $60,000. I say you threw away because you couldn't easily gotten 2 hoopties for $5,000, and I'm pretty sure they'll last you 5 years. Because I had hoopties and they'll last you 5 years. For $5,000 is a pretty good price for a car. You're gonna need a maintenance upkeep. Remember, every car has maintenance fees. There's no upkeep without a car. You need to change the oil. You need to change the filters, wipers. You need to put gas, you need insurance, tires, brakes. All these things every car has, no matter how new or old the car is. The newer the car, obviously, the less you might have to change certain parts, but most of the time, these are all wear and tear parts, and you're going to be changing them. So that's all the costs that come associated with it. So on top of your car payments, you're going to be coming up with these expenses. So these are hidden costs that nobody really talks about when you have car payments, right? Yes, a finance pays for most of your warranty pays for most of those parts, but I believe personally, tires are not covered. So from what I've heard, I might not be right. Tires and brakes are not covered, and small stuff like the filter and stuff is not covered. But oil changes on you, I think, as well. So only thing that is covered is like engine parts that are expensive, and maybe some type of body part with the axle and stuff like that. But when it comes to tires, brakes, simple stuff, that's on you too. So think about that. That's an added expense. Understand that car payments, I believe that car payments are horrible because they take away your money at the end of the month, and it takes away from you investing in yourself, investing in a business, investing in your future, investing in general, stocks, mutual funds, making more money on your money as opposed to letting it drain you. We all have, I think it's a time for everything. Of course, we want to get our own nice little car. You want to be able to invest. But remember, your income is the most powerful tool, as Dave Ramsey states, right? So no matter if you're making $2 grand, $4 grand, $5 grand, $10 grand a month, if you're making 10 grand but you owe 9, you only stay with $1,000 a month. The person that makes $3,000 a month and is only spending $1,000, he has $2 grand a month in his pockets. Who do you think is going to be more advanced and wealthier? Or who's going to have more abilities to invest, more funds to I guess diverse and put him in certain vehicles? The person that has the $2,000 disposable income. So it's not about how much you make, as you always listen to these videos everywhere you talk about them. It's about how much you keep. So the more you're tying your money to certain obligations that are not, you don't have to, because a car payment you don't have, you can get a hoopty and not have a car payment. That's like you giving away your power. Think about yourself as a power in the game, right? You have power meters. You're already giving away your power every month. If somebody like me, I have student loans, and I have student loans for I think 10 years. They suck. I want to get rid of them as soon as possible because they delay your money to grow for itself. So if you have student loans, you definitely don't want to get car payments. If you have credit card obligations or credit cards in debt, or any type of debt that you have outside of your normal rent and utilities, you definitely don't want to get a car payment. Please don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get yourself in that situation. If you're in one right now, get rid of it. Sell your car. If you can hopefully sell it and not have a loss. But there's not an investment in the car itself. Trust me, I did a lot of research on this. I wanted one. Just don't do it. Just for your financial future, for your financial peace, for your future self is gonna thank you. Your future self is gonna thank your current self of not going after that need that you thought you needed. You can get a nice used vehicle for couple of thousands, maybe $5,000-$6,000. Save up for it. Get what $3,000 one for now. Save up for a year and buy another one. Sell your $3,000 car. That gives you $3 grand in your pockets, and you take another $3,000 and you buy your $6,000 car, which is not a bad deal for a car right now. But just take it as a grain of salt. These are just ideas I have. And if you do want to pick up that book, check out Dave Ramsey. I think it's called The Snowball Effect. And he gives great advice in that. And he says car payments are killing your wealth. And this is the reason why I hate car payments. I think nobody should have them unless you have no debt. You're making insane amount of money, and you don't want to pay cash for your cars. But most of the time, car payments are gonna hold you back. Take care, guys.